Welcome back. We are so excited that Michelle Pfeiffer is here. That's always a good thing. Audiences are getting to see a lot more of her right now. We're spoiled in 2026. Michelle starring in a pair of new series, the smash hit The Madison from Taylor Sheridan, and now Margot's Got Money Troubles. It's based on a popular book, follows a young mother struggling to make ends meet with her own reluctant mother, trying to be as supportive as possible.
What are you doing?
This is the world that my baby deserves. The one I won't come close to being able to afford.
Get up off the floor.
This is so wrong.
You are making a scene. Get yourself back up off the floor, young lady. There are no victims in Bloomingdale's.
There are no... It's a T-shirt. You're right.
T-shirt.
That's going to become a meme and a T-shirt.
Bloomingdale's should actually trademark that. If they can, I don't know.
Michelle, good morning. So happy to see you, especially at this moment. So much going on for you. This series is so much fun. Can we talk about your character, Cheyenne?
Of course.
And what a blast it must be to play her.
It was really, really fun. And, you know, my husband and I have never worked together. And there was this book laying on the counter in the kitchen. And I kept walking by it, looking at it, you know, because the cover is actually kind of intriguing. And I, what's that? He said, oh, yeah, that's a book, nonchalantly. That's a book that we've optioned. Oh, and by the way, there's a part in there that everyone thinks no one can play but you. Wow. So I read it, and I'm like, okay. And no, I maybe it's because I'm actually from Orange County. I was born and raised there, and but I just fell madly in love with her. And I couldn't imagine anyone else playing her.
So maybe historically she hasn't been the best mother, always there, a former Hooters waitress, Cheyenne.
Hooters waitress, currently working at the makeup counter in Bloomingdale's.
Yes.
And this is her place of employment that Margo is creating this scene.
Right.
Yeah, not real confident in her mothering skills. You know, she also had an unexpected, Margo was an unplanned pregnancy. And she was completely unprepared and, you know, single mom, went into survival mode. Not able to provide all of the things I think that she had dreamt of, you know, and it's one of those big curveballs that life throws you. And I think there's a lot of shame and guilt, but she's determined that Margo is going to have a better life.
Yeah, and their relationship
And then
is so
what does
beautiful.
she do? She goes and gets pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's not happy. Cheyenne's not happy.
So Margo is played by Elle Fanning.
Elle Fanning,
beautifully.
the beautiful, brilliant Elle Fanning.
I didn't realize how deep your relationship goes. I mean, she views you as basically a member of the family.
I know. I just love her. She and Dakota. You know, I think I used to sort of think of them as my children, but now they're more my peers, and we just have so much fun together, and they're so talented and so much fun just to be. That's important, you know, because when you're with everyone from morning till bedtime, and they're just fiercely intelligent, and we just have so much fun on and off the set together. I love them.
Elle was here a couple of days ago talking to Craig. Here's what she said about you, Michelle Pfeiffer.
And now she gets to play my mom in Margo. And the relationship between Cheyenne and Margo is really special. It's very complicated, and Michelle and I's bond just got even deeper than it already was. So she's like one of my closest friends, honestly. I'm so lucky to have her.
And she traces it back to when she was 2 years old on I Am Sam. That's how long she's known you.
2 years old, toddling around the I Am Sam set. And just couldn't have been more comfortable. She just sort of grew up, you know. And then we would, I think Dakota turned 6 on that. And so I bought her a bunch of Barbies and that kind of thing. And so I was in the trailer playing Barbies with the two of them. Then the next cut to, I hadn't seen Elle, and I worked with her on Maleficent, and now she's a young woman. I was very curious to say, oh, what has she become, you know? And she's just, you know, she's just fierce in the best possible way, and so gracious, and now they have their own production company, and in fact, they produced Margot's Got Money Troubles, and now they're off in Budapest producing something else that they're actually finally starring in together.
Well, the chemistry is real, and it's beautiful in this series. We also have to talk about the other series that you star in that has just exploded. The Madison, the most watched thing he's ever done, Taylor Sheridan.
Which is kind of
Yellowstone and everything else he's been a part of. This role, I understand, was a little bit of a surprise. He called you in and said, effectively, I've designed a series around you. Are you in? What did you say?
I said, great, I'd love to read something.
And there was nothing to read.
And he said, actually, I'd like to cast first, and then I write. I'm like, actually, I'd really like to read something. And we went back and forth like that for a few weeks, and I realized I was not going to win this battle. So I took a huge leap of faith. Obviously, he has an amazing track record. And he also he talked to me, you know, he gave me sort of the general scope of the character and what the journey was for this family. And I was really interested in that. And I'd been looking for something to do in television because I've been seeing all of this amazing work being done and getting really envious. And I can now, you know, it's a grind doing a TV show and being away for all those months. But, you know, I can now.
And I know you called Helen Mirren and said, what's it like? And she said, you want to do this.
She said, do it. I don't know Helen, but from what I've seen and heard, she's sort of a take no prisoners kind of person. I thought she would be really straight with me, like run or, you know, and basically it was like run and do it. She said the scripts are amazing, the best run productions that, you know, I've ever been on, and I'm having so much fun. So, yeah.
You're on fire with these two shows. You've got the Henry Rose fragrance.
My fragrance company.
Does this feel like a moment? People say that sometimes, like Michelle Pfeiffer's having a moment. I feel like it's kind of always been a moment that you've been able to guide yourself, right?
There are moments, and then there are moments, Willie, and I guess this is kind of a moment. I do have a lot going on, and when I started my fragrance company, which was actually, we're going on 7 years, I think, this year, since we launched, I wasn't working a lot, and I didn't sort of foresee that in my future, and yet I'm the kind of person who really needs to feel passionate about what I'm doing and also have a purpose in the morning. And I woke up one morning on New Year's Day and I thought, okay, what is your year going to look like? And, oh, darn, what do you feel passionate about? What's going to make you excited? And I had always had this idea about developing a fragrance that I couldn't find, which is a beautiful, fine fragrance that was also safer than other things on the market. You know, and I had actually stopped wearing fragrance for about 10 years because of that. And I missed it because I love it. So, yeah, it's henryrose.com.
Henry Rose. We're always happy to see more of you on screen and here with us.
Congratulations, 10 years.
Oh, thank you. You were one of our star guests.
I was one of your first guests,
You were very early on. Gave it the stamp of validation from Michelle Pfeiffer. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Great to see you. Margot's Got Money Troubles premieres on Apple TV next Wednesday, April 15th.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.